an all-new episode of Hangin with the Dreamer every Monday at 12 noon. Available wherever you stream. All right, Dreamers, happy Monday. Happy Monday. I just turned my hat around a little bit. How's everybody going? I hope everybody's weekend was great. For those that will be tuning in, my name is The Dreamer. This is my crazy look and background. This is my show, Hanging with the Dreamer. Today, this morning, I have the esteemed pleasure and I have the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful respect of having Miss Jaye, Jana from First Angel Media. So before I bring Jana out from the green room, I just want to make a couple quick announcements real fast. This Sunday coming up will be the first edition of the Sunday night and we are back. We have some technical issues. I apologize. So, as I'm saying, let's bring out the CEO, the founder of First Angel Media, Lady Jaye. Welcome to the show, Lady Jaye.
Hello.
To the show.
Tech issues. I hate that, don't you?
Technical difficulties. I have to apologize.
It's okay. I tried to do a live off of my photography page this morning, and it cut me off like 3 times. I think it was. It's a day. It's been a week, maybe a month.
I hear you. I hear you. So now that we're here, now that we're together. Oh, Nathaniel. Hi, Nathaniel. How's it going, Nathaniel? Thank you for being here.
So Nate is one of my managers. He kind of takes over as me. And there's Bill.
I watched one of those live attempts.
Hey, Bill,
welcome.
I tried.
Only when you're live. And there's Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. I'm
Oh,
Jana
thanks,
Macheca.
man. Thanks, Kevin. You are actually going to be listening to Lady Jaye, the CEO and the founder of First Angel Media. So let's get to it. Lady Jaye, what is the inspiration behind First Angel Media?
The full inspiration is that music has always been there for me. It has changed my life, developed who I am as a person, and saved my life more times than I can count. And I am a widow. My husband passed away in 2012. And having been a stay at home mom, I found myself with kind of no lifeline. My life was completely wrapped up in, I mean, my family, my husband, and the only thing that I could truly think to do to try to find myself again was to start going to shows, to go back out there and do what I used to love. But when I did, I found out that not a lot of great shows were getting the pushes that they needed. Not a lot of great local artists were being promoted the way that I felt that they should. And I remember one in particular. I was at a show. They'd probably hate to hear me say this, but this amazing band, Dying Breed, who does a lot of covers, they also have a couple of their own originals out now. But these guys played to, there was just really not a lot of people there. And I watched them play as if they were playing to a crowd of 10,000. And I drove away from there like, man, why was no one there? Why did nobody come to see these guys? They're amazing. And had started to push bands on a page that at the time was the First Angel Media. And it was just sharing of the events. But Facebook has a way of changing things. And whereas before I could write something really nice about it, but it would be carried over, Facebook decided that you could only carry over the link. And I'm kind of famous for my temper. So I got mad at Facebook and I decided that I was going to learn everything there was about Facebook. Bill, who you see has built the scene over here, helped by getting me a website. He's our uh, webmaster. It always feels weird saying that. I don't know why, but he is our webmaster. And he got us started on the website that you were going through. We have developed since then. From 2016, we began just pushing, it was just me pushing the events. And now we have, I believe it's 7 divisions. We are First Angel Media Central, Maine, and then we are First Angel Modeling, Salunar Records, Next Ev Media, which is a gaming media, the Gruesome Gazette. We have lifestyles. We have an entire photography department and a videography department. I'm sure there's more to come. From that, we find what the area needs. We find what works for us, and through a network of amazing people, we find ways to. That is Bill's joke with me. But through a network of amazing people, we work within the scene to build. And it's no longer just local. We are considered a bridge between local and national. So you will find bands from local areas all around the world. And you will find mid-sized bands on tour. And then you will find things from well-known national bands as well. We are a promoter through Universal Music Group, which has Virgin Records and all of those amazing things. Send us out what's happening with Katy Perry and Halsey and everything. So we do a lot of things, but it was all built on brokenness, pain, finding yourself. And what's amazing though is that everyone at First Angel has, in one way or another, their own brokenness, I guess you could say. And it has formed this beautiful family where we all are finding ourselves.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like the way you put that. And see who else popped up here in the chat. Oh,
There we
Nathaniel.
go. Nate has it. We are the island of misfit toys. Definitely. I wouldn't have it any other way either. I have to say the people that I work with are amazing. Nate is the artist known as Mad Clock. He has, oh my gosh, he is a monster on stage. And since I met him, his music has just gotten more and more. I want to use the word pristine. It has simply shown him who he is more and more. It's like he just keeps building. He's also now doing production of newer artists. Oh, we have somebody. Just wait. We're out there helping some newer artists find their voice, and oh, the people he's found. Oh, they amaze me. But he is an awesome person. Everybody say hi to Mr. Mad Clock. Oh, it's just me on here. I feel like I should be tap dancing or something. I am Lady Jaye. I am also Jana Macheca. And we all have our little side selves, I guess you can say. Build the Scene is Bill Damiano, and that is kind of our sister company. We work together on so many things, and he is an amazing person. He's been doing this, though, for 22 years, I believe it is. Maybe 23 at this point. Bill, how long have you been doing this? He's been doing this way before me. He's been podcasting the scene all over the world. You can find him in, I believe, Australia. I know the UK. Indiana. Thank you, Nate. I guess it's just me. That's okay. What are we going to talk about? We talk about inspiration. I know that that's part of the Dreamers routine here. Oh, first website was in 1996. Bill builds websites. He does run ours. And first podcast was 2004. Gosh. Talk about our modeling division. Oh my gosh. So this past Saturday, we had one of our group model shoots. And oh my gosh, imagine putting together, I believe there were 8 people. And we were trying out a new model who I think is going to probably be coming onto the crew. And she was just a beautiful natural. She really was. Since then, we've been getting an influx of people asking to join the modeling division, which is wonderful, really. We have men, women, non-binary. We don't care about whatever. Just if you're willing to push yourself, be part of something bigger than just you, and have a good attitude towards others. You know, First Angel really is built off of love and care. You have to respect each other, or else it's just not going to work. And I feel that way not just about First Angel, but about like the world. You know, if we all cared enough, it would work. I
You're,
was alone, so we just started talking about other divisions.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I have to apologize.
That's okay.
I don't have the, I usually don't have this issue with webcams. Sorry, everybody. But I'm
It
back
happens,
now.
hon. It
I
happens.
had to reboot the whole system. So,
That's okay. If you go offline again, Nate already has me up next. It will be about next F. So we're good.
thank you. Thank you. I am so very sorry. Talk about the modeling division.
And we did, yes. Our modeling division is First Angel Modeling, and you'll see a lot of my work on there. Along with, we have so many professional photographers and models who just kill it. I mean, really, I cannot say enough about just the professionalism, the talent that we have in that group. We had Craig Ferry of Craig Ferry Photography out there. Me, Miss Red joined in. She is one of our models, but she's also a fantastic photographer. And she even grabbed up her camera and decided to do a few shots that inspired her. And we just had a great time. I think we're going to go back there, but probably over the next couple of weeks, you'll be seeing from our models pages a lot of what we do. There we go.
Yeah, here's the
Here's
website.
our website. Now, behind that text up there where it says Artists Uncovered is another one of our models, managers, and that would be Joseph Barrett.
Yep.
And he is awesome. We just went on a 4-hour drive out to Harrisburg, PA, Thursday into Friday to see an amazing show. Cyclone 9 was the headliner. Oh my gosh, it was my first time hearing them. They were amazing. Right there with another Artists Uncovered. So, Artists Uncovered is actually sponsored by our modeling division. So, each week you will find a new model or photographer of our division on the Artists Uncovered cover. This is Silence Follows at the Millvale Music Festival. We do photography. We go out and cover things. Bill's like, my photo, my story, front and center. He went out and covered these guys. Jason there is a long-term friend of mine. His band is amazing. And of course, with the hiatus up, there's God Hates Unicorns. And this was shot by you see all those wonderful, these are all our photography. There's Bill again. This is actually one of these, it has mine on there. We're gonna have to fix that. That was shot by Amanda Baker. And as was this.
Well, speaking of photography, I thought it'd be kind of cool just to go to the concert photography page.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, there's Bill, Bill's scene. This is really, really nicely laid out.
Thank you. We have called this the demon theme because this theme has given us all kinds of issues. All kinds of issues.
Sure. It all comes with the. It's all part of the adventure, you know.
It really is. It really is. There's some that we've done in the past. We've covered Heartsick, Hey, there's Matt Clock and Bella Rotten. He's right. If you scroll back up a little bit,
Yeah.
you'll see Mad Clock there, and Bella is one of our models. So there's Mad Clock pointing right at you, and Bella is purple hair on the right. And in each of these, you will find a review of some type. The Soulfly one was me. It was actually one of the exclusives of that tour.
Mm-hmm.
This is Purple Child. Well, Purple Child did include our model Phil, and now Phil is in the middle of 2 new adventures with that, and he is one of our top models. This is actually Demo Demon, who is also one of our managers and my partner over at NextEv. NextEv Media being one of the gamer, he calls it the All About Nerds media. We are covering the Techo Anime Convention coming up next month. These are samples of our work.
That artwork is definitely something that anybody should be able to access it just by going to firstangelmedia.com. This is absolutely amazing. So,
This is this is Solunar Records. That's our record label. So these are our divisions and things that we do. Solunar is head of is Caleb Strauss, and Deja. Oh, her last name is, oh, Nate, help me. Where's her last name? I'm so sorry. Deja, don't kill me. But they are head of Solunar along with Nate, and they are my partners in crime for our record label, which our record label is a little different, like everything else that we do. Instead of Gonzalez, thank you, Deja Gonzalez. Our record label isn't about telling you what you're going to do because this is how we want to do it. It's more about working with you, teaching you how to take care of your stuff on your own so that whenever you go to larger labels, you're not going to get stuck in some contract with a person that kind of pulls the wool over your eyes. We believe in education on all fronts of everything that we do so that whenever you're not with us, you are still protected. We believe that, well, building the scene, play on words there, um, is about actually teaching people the best ways to start and giving them the best information that they can have, working with them on their level, what they consider their branding to be. And then that allows them to flourish, not as this tin can, this is what an artist is, but in the way that art was supposed to be, which is personal and about the band, about the music, about the message. Oh, Snow Angel, thank you. I love that. We have such close names. But yeah, it's supposed to be about, art is something more than what it's given credit for in a lot of industries, especially the music industry. I feel, you know, higher up labels and companies seem to feel like if they weren't there, the artist would be nothing. But everything that we do, we look at that from the opposite direction, which is if the artist wasn't there, we would be nothing. And I think that that's actually a very important way to look at it. One allows the artist to be taken advantage of, and they're actually lower on the hierarchy than they should ever be. And then the other one, it's remembering that Music will always be there. I don't care if the music industry isn't around, music will be there. Without an industry, people will still be playing music. They'll just be doing it to smaller crowds, and who knows, maybe they'd even be enjoying it more. What we try to find are the people who still have the passion, not the ones who have been churned through the machine, the people who are still on the frontier. One of the bands that we work with closely is Crash Army. I was actually in one of their music videos. I'm very happy to say I did not look like this. I was made up as an as a wicked Pennywise, female Pennywise that lured their lead singer into a tunnel and then tried to end him. I loved it though. And those guys they have a real message to their music. They just released Happy Never After, which is their music video, and maybe we can link it up in the comments here. Their YouTube link. They take moments and they really run with them, because Happy Never After isn't even about the actual happily never after, ever after. It's happy never after. It's one of those things where everyone thinks that there's this next level. And maybe if I have this, it'll make me happy. Or maybe if I have this, it'll make me happy. I love that comment. Thank you, Snow Angel.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. And yes, Deja Gonzalez is with Salunar. But with Crash Army, Happy Never After is that you have to make your own happiness. These outside things, they're not going to do it for you.
Nope.
If you rely on that, there is no happy.
Nope.
There's no, Prince Charming that's going to come and save you, and there you go. You have to make your own happy. You have to find your own way. And that's one of the reasons we love working with them so much, is because their band ethics and our ethics work together so very well.
You see, that's the beauty of when the synergy, the positive energy that comes from working with like-minded people.
Yes.
That's one of the benefits.
Yeah. And that's like finding you, even, that's like finding you. We have the same, we want to inspire. We want to push the art that is already out there.
Mm-hmm.
We want to spread a positive message. One of the things about First Angel is that I will not allow the negative review grabs. There's a lot of trash talk in media.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't. I'm not saying we have to be falsely positive, but I have always said that if we can't say something kind about the band, we're not reviewing them. If we can't, I would rather push them in some other way, because maybe it's not my type of music. Maybe it's not some of my writers' type of music, but you know what? That music resonates with someone out there.
Oh, sure.
And I feel like there is no music out there that doesn't resonate with someone. There's no form of art that doesn't resonate with someone else, because we all resonate. How can I put this? On like calls to like is what one of my phrases is. Positive people find positive people. Negative people find negative people. And I just feel like we all eventually settle where we're supposed to be. And sometimes it's on a higher level than where we find ourselves. But that's okay, because I also feel that if we find ourselves on a level we don't feel comfortable at, if we
Yep.
feel uncomfortable in our own skin, if we don't feel supported. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with us. It means that we do not match our environment. And maybe it's time to find better friends. Maybe it's time to make better choices. Maybe it's time to let go of the things in our lives that aren't making us happy and fulfilled. I truly believe that love, respect, and peace are the two things that are the three things that, people need to have to grow, but two of those lead to the third. If you find love and you find happiness, you will find peace.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Peace is a very sometimes peace is a confusing word, like I've found. Well, I found, okay, well, this makes me happy. I'm really glad I'm doing this, or I'm glad that I have this in my life, or I'm glad that I met this person or that person, or I'm in this situation,
Right.
or, you know, this is just offered me. But whatever the case may be, but when it starts in your heart and it starts in your soul, I could have 50 billion followers. I could have, you know, I don't know, something like probably 50 paid endorsements. I could have all this stuff. All my problems would be taken care of. I would be set for life, and it's like the ultimate business fantasy,
Right.
Um, but if this if I'm pointing to Dreamer here, if
Uh-oh. Did we lose him again? Okay, so I'm just going to say this, all right, to everyone in the audience. 2022 has come with nothing but issues with webcams, with Mercury retrograde for an entire year. That's where we're at with this stuff. I swear. And some people think that, it's not a real thing. Well, let me tell you, after you've lived it for this long, I'm a believer. What he was saying, though, I absolutely agree. Because money will solve problems. It's really kind of dumb to say, some people are like, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. Oh, no, it can buy plenty of happiness. But if you don't have it in your heart, are you really happy? I kind of feel like the things that I've gone through in my life, including losing my husband, have shaped me in a way that is what I consider beautifully broken. I know a lot of beautifully broken people out there, really. They are some of the most amazing artists, and I mean all types of art. They're some of the most amazing people. But I have a way of looking at the world that I call stained glass. And just like stained glass, I remember I was like 10 years old. I want to say maybe 11. And I was walking home from the YMCA. And there was this little corner store, and they had classes where they taught stained glass, and they would put the pieces into the windows, big storefront full of all these stained glass pieces. And one day, this piece appears, and it is a male angel, and his wings and his body are dark. And behind him are all these beautiful rays of sun. And in his arms is a female angel looking like she's been injured. And something about that piece of art moved me. And I remember thinking ever since I was a kid, I'd always go back to this. If I could ever find the piece, I would absolutely buy it. But, to me, that's kind of like that kind of art is what we are in our souls. We're all born in this small apartment, this small area that we live in, we survive in. And we have this glass that we look out into the world from. And at some point, the glass is going to crack, it's going to break. It
So,
always will. I
so
am just finishing up what I believe it to be my life theory, which is stained glass. And so it is, we are born into this small section of the world, and we look out into it through this glass. But that glass will eventually be broken. It'll be shattered, it'll be cracked. I've never met a single human being who has reached adulthood without some type of trauma.
yeah,
It just doesn't happen. And
yeah.
when that glass cracks, when that happens, we have two choices. For some of us, that glass is all over the floor in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
There is no glass in that window pane anymore.
Yep.
And when that happens, we can lay down, we can die of exposure to the outside world. I mean, we can kill off what's inside of us and simply just go on robotically. Possibly even some people choose to drown themselves in drugs or alcohol. Some people would decide to take away their choices in the world by taking away their lives. And that is so difficult to know, that people feel that they have no choice but to die. But then there are the other ones who take another difficult path, and that is to pick up all those broken pieces, cut their own hands, putting them back into place, crying, coloring them with their tears, their blood, their sweat, their energy, their experiences. And that's not easy either. But if you do it that way, and you use the darkness that's come into your life as the darkness that is used in stained glass to connect the pieces of light, you can create your own scene. You can create your own view of the world. And I don't know about anyone else, but whenever I see a stained glass window lit up, it calls to me. And that's how you find others like yourself. Your light will shine, and it will be your view of the world. It will be your experiences, and no one can ever take those from you, and they shape you. But you have to shape your future with those. So I believe in stained glass theory, as I call it.
Well, I remember there was a saying that I heard a long time ago. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. And as corny as that may sound, it's true.
It
You know,
is.
it's really true. It's really true. And sometimes the road to to well, I won't say perfection because I think that's overrated because
Yeah.
nobody nobody's perfect.
No.
There's not one person alive. Well, no offense to anybody, but there's not one person alive that's perfect, or
No.
knows that we're all flawed, we're all broken, we're all hurt, we're all tired, whether we want to admit it or not.
Right.
You know, it that's just fact. And
Hmm.
I didn't say I like it. I didn't say that it makes me happy, but it's a reality that is constantly. I'll just speak for myself because I don't want to upset anybody, but I know for myself it and it's a constant daily reality, and it's sometimes getting through the day. It just all comes down to, do you believe in yourself today? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, you're a good person, you mean well in your heart, you mean well in your soul, you mean well in your mind, you have good intentions. Just
Right.
hang on, you know, hang on, grab a hold of that person, grab a hold of that
Right.
positive inspirational spirit, and don't let go of it. You know, it's yeah, like anything, it's like it's um it's give and take.
Yes. And I think that we have to be careful whenever we wish for things like I said it in my podcast, not in podcasts, in my little live videos that I was trying to say earlier. I think that we have to be careful whenever we ask for things like courage and strength because nobody just automatically gets those. If you ask for courage and strength, what the universe is going to give you back
Mm-hmm.
are situations that are you are going to have to be courageous to face and you are going to have to be strong to get through, and that is the only way to develop those characteristics. And sometimes I feel like I don't know, I have kids and they're kind of going through those stages of why am I here.
Mm.
And for me, I keep telling them you're here to learn. It's all about experiences. It's about living the fullest life that you can and finding your happiness in it. And they don't believe me yet, but at 44 years of age, almost 45, I can tell you, I feel that's the answer. Why are we here? We are here to experience, to learn, and to love.
You know, there's I was once told by a man much wiser than myself, much wiser than myself, that sometimes when you take somebody by the hand and you pick them up and dust them off, be very careful because you never know if that's going to be the person that's going to all of a sudden blossom and bloom seemingly overnight and blow your mind. Or is that going to be the person, well, that is not? Um, but, it's I don't know. I mean, the dreamer's philosophy is, you know, got everything gained and nothing to lose by going this far.
Right, right. And I'd
Go,
like to say thank you to Kevin over here. He says that I'm a sweetheart and amazing, and I have his support. And I want to say thank you.
yeah, thanks, Kevin. Good job. Well, it's. I just, I would like to see. She,
Thank you.
Jana is a sweetheart. That's a very good call. Thank you, Kevin. I would like to see. Um, Wait, I'm not perfect.
No, Bill, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. None of us are. We're not allowed to be. It's an impossible thing. But once we realize we're not perfect, then the anxiety doesn't have to be there to be perfect anymore.
Exactly, and the expectation is gone, and the unnecessary pressure and stress that we can only put on ourselves is gone, and
Right.
it's awesome. That's
We
when
can
you're,
only be as good as we can be.
you know, that that's when you're freed up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're freed up. I don't believe in all that happily ever after fairy tale. Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
I have to agree though. I mean,
Yeah,
he's right. We can't believe in the fairy tales because you know what? It's not it's not going to be yes. Yes, I know. But I mean Kevin's right. It the fairy tales aren't real. Nobody got married and just lived this happy little life.
yeah,
No, 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 no,
no,
no, no. I'm
yeah.
sorry. They fought over who was doing laundry that day.
Let me
You know
let
what I
me
mean?
know.
The unrealistic expectations. Like,
Let me know where that is so I can see it. I want a taste of that pie.
right, right.
It's like, come on, really? I no such thing. No such
No.
thing.
And that's why I love Crash Army's Happy Never After. Like you've got to find that stuff in you.
Yeah, that's
Nobody's
right.
coming to save us, and I hate to say it. I wish that they were. Oh, I wish they were. But
Yeah.
we're saving ourselves, and you know what? That's okay because that makes us the heroes of our own story.
Well, I guess that um, the biggest thing, the biggest expectation, well, I wouldn't say expectation because that's a dangerous word. Uh,
Yeah, I
hmm,
see what you mean.
expectation. Expectation. If you just listen to that expectation, I mean that one word can cause all sorts of undue
That and
stress.
assume.
Oh, assume. Yeah, that's a big one too.
I used to hear I my mom taught me assume means making an out of you and me.
No, no,
And I've
no.
always believed that you can't just assume anything.
No, you can't. You can't. It's you just can't.
No.
Um, life changes too much. Things come across our paths, and you go, "Well, you know what? This is something I want to be a part of. This is something I want to jump into."
Hmm?
But even then, even though you have a peaceful feeling and you have a content feeling, you're like, "Yeah, this is cool. I'm in it. I'm committed. I want to be in this."
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, and I've done that before. And I learned real fast that when wishes come true, they're not always what you think they're going to be.
No. So I saw an older couple. I saw an older couple crossing the road today, and to me, like my first thought was, "Oh, I'd love to have that. That's what I want."
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Be careful what you're wishing for because you don't know what it is outside of this." Yeah, you're seeing this older couple, holding on to each other crossing the road, but like and I was like, "Okay, wait, universe, I'm going to be a little bit more specific. I want what
Hmm.
that looks like to me." I want that wonderful coupledom that looks like to me. Don't give me whatever they're actually going through here,
Yeah.
you know. Oh, it's crazy cuz like if you're going to wish, you better be specific. And whenever you have to be specific about your wishes, you just give up on wishing.
You gotta be specific.
Yeah.
You gotta be. It's like filling out. Well, at least you know, according to the dreamer, whatever that means, to whoever that means. When I'm filling out a social media post, I'm adding my shout outs, I'm adding my highlights, I'm adding my tags.
Mhm.
I approach looking in the mirror, speaking my wishes into the mirror, casting my hopes and my dreams up to the stars. I'm very detailed. I'm
Yeah.
very specific. I have met entirely too many people that were so eager and so so frantic about accepting an offer that was made to them. They didn't look at the fine print.
Okay, so
And
funny story on
that's
that.
that's how I learned. That's how I learned. That's how I learned. Be detailed, be specific, and
Mhm.
when you think, or I'll rephrase that, when I think that, okay, cool, all right, I'm starting to see a little glimmer of hope now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a little. Hey, you know what? I just spoke through to the stars a month ago, and now this little part is truly becoming a self-fulfilled manifestation. You
Yes.
know, wait a minute, is it really happening? Oh, I'm going to really focus my energy, my mind, my body, my soul on this little glimmer, little shadow of hope. I- I'm just going to keep believing in it and believing in it and believing in it. And sometimes it takes a while, but eventually it'll come to life. Eventually, it'll blossom into this beautiful, precious flower that it's meant to be. But
Yes.
I, we're talking. I don't know where this is coming from right now, but we're talking about detail. We're
Yeah. I agree with you though, because I feel like we can all have we can all work towards those dreams. We can all work towards those glimmers. We have to put ourselves out there. We have to be willing to work for it. And I hate to say this, but we have to be willing to be uncomfortable.
oh yeah,
And that I agree with you 100% that we have to put the detail out there. We have to make certain that we read the fine print. You know, if you're in and I say relationship loosely. Yeah, I love that. Kevin's telling it as it is. But I say the word relationship loosely because whenever I say relationship, I believe that relationships are everything from the relationship you have with your coworkers, with your boss, with your kids, with your friends, with people around. And then, there's obviously the relationships as most people see it, which is like with your family and your lovers and your spouse. But even if a relationship in your life makes you feel put off, if the energy from that relationship continues to draw you down, why are you in that relationship? And I mean, like, a lot of people go to work every day hating their jobs
that was me.
because but they go because they're like, yeah, but I'm lucky I have a job,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
mean, I get paid well, but if that job makes you hate waking up in the morning,
There's a problem.
you're paying you are paying out too much to be in that job for the financial gains that you get. Yes, Kevin got it. Kevin got it. He got what my assume meant. but I feel though
Yeah,
that that's the
that's
same
it.
with I feel though that that's our relationships and everything. If you have a job, this is my company. First Angel Media is my company. It's up to
That's
me to
right.
make certain it's running right. And I will tell you right now, sometimes I'm too tired for it. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I'm tired. But in general, I love this job. I love everything that I do in my life right now. I would not trade this peace that I have inside of me for anything. The relationships that I have with my children, I love my children desperately. I love the relationships that I have with my kids. I love the relationships I have with my friends, with my family. That I may never be in the $5 million, club. I may never, maybe First Angel will never make it to the stars that I want it to be. But this is a life that gives back to me. This is a life that I help others. I help others to help themselves. I've watched so many people grow and discover themselves. I've watched friends turn into family of mine. And this is something that I would never give up. There is no cost for me emotionally. My heart is at ease with this. And that, to me, makes this the best thing I could have ever done with my life.
Beautifully said. That describes everything right there. It First Angel Medium to me as a creator, even with uh, occasional webcam drops and
Yeah, it happens, right?
all the imperfect.
And there is a webcam drop, I do believe, as we're going. I know that this has been not the easiest. If it helps him whenever he comes back and watches this again, I am going to say, I mean, I was without a computer for almost like 2 weeks, basically, off and on. So imagine a photographer who can't edit photos and a business owner who can't get into their pages the way that they should. It's been crazy. But it's also people like him that make what I do. It makes me happy because the dreamer has a lot of what First Angel has in it too. He wants to inspire. He wants to bring people's dreams to life. He wants to push their dreams. And I love that. I love that about him. And I love that about the people that I work with. We're a bunch of broken souls made whole by finding ourselves. And we found ourselves whenever the others that we know turned around and held out a hand to help lead the way. I don't know how to say that that's what the world needs any better than the feeling that, we've all had in finding ourselves. Okay, Bill has something for me. What is the best pizza you've had on your way to a gig at a gig? or on my way home. Oh, mm, okay. So I'm going to say that actually one of the best pizzas I've ever had is DiCarlo's in Chester, West Virginia. I love it. Um, but a lot of people don't because they don't melt the cheese. It's like the square cut pizza, and they put the pizza cheese on it, and then it begins to like melt just the heat from the pizza. A lot of people don't like that. Oh crap. I'm trying to remember the one place though. Dakota took me there one time. Dakota from DI Records. Oh, I cannot remember the place. I remember it was like off the way somewhere, taking him home from a show. And the pizza was amazing, but I don't remember the name of it. No, it's not Sushi Bill. Sorry, I'll tell you what though, we have hit our I love sushi. He knows that. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I know that someone I knew in my past, Dakota, um, he told me that it was the best pizza anywhere ever. And he was right, but I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to come back later with that. I'll have to remember that. But I do see though that we've hit our hour mark, and with the webcam issues,
Yep.
maybe we should go ahead and
Yep.
I'll tell you what though, you're gonna have to come on to one of our podcasts.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I pretty unusual stuff going on. Hey everybody, you've been watching webcam dropouts and all. Hanging hanging with the dreamer. Featuring your old buddy, the dreamer, the dropout.
It's trying to drop out again. It is just one of those days. I'm telling you. My
Lady
Jaye. 3 times.
Jana Macheca of First Angel Media. Thank you so very much for spreading your wisdom, for enlightening everybody that will need to and does need to and deserves to hear your thoughts
Thank you.
and your feelings. And I want to thank you for making this for making this an awesome experience.
I would love to have you seriously on one of our podcasts, maybe for next month whenever we do our lifestyles podcast. It would be really nice to have you on. We can
Thank
talk
you.
more.
Before before we um, before we end today, one real quick question, if I may, please.
Absolutely.
What is the thing? What does the term reaching for the stars mean to you?
Never giving up on my dreams. That would be it. Never giving up on my dreams.
Don't forget, everybody, next Sunday coming up, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, your old boy, the Dreamer here, will be starting his series of Sunday night updates with the Dreamer. I'm going to be doing a 45-minute to hour show. And I will be talking about my week. I will be talking about video projects I'm working on. I will be talking about upcoming interviews. And
Yes.
yeah, it's all about love and passion for what we have chosen to do. And quite frankly, the only option that there is, because I don't know about Lady Jaye, but I've certainly tried all other options. And
Yeah, we've all had our dark times, haven't we?
and this is the only option. This is the only thing. This is the only only thing that makes sense to me. And with the help of divine intervention, whatever that means to anybody, with the help of the Dreamer, with the help of Dreamland Studios, with the help of awesome, legendary, epic guests like Miss Jana Macheca, Lady Jaye, First Angel, CEO and founder of First Angel Media. You know something? I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah.
Because I've tried almost everything else, and this is the only thing that makes sense.
Never expected myself to be here, but wouldn't give it up for the world.
Not at all. Not at all.
He saw the dropout. Just as you were saying the dropout, you dropped. Okay, can I just say, though, that, like, this is why live is like one of my favorite things. Not just this, but like live music and everything, because I'm not into the canned and perfected stuff in life. It's this kind of silliness. Now we have, like, you have definitely an experience to talk about. We both do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, today, First Angel Media, thank you so very much for hanging out with the Dreamer and chilling and vibing with all of my imperfections.
I love your imperfections. It has been fun.
I'm honored, I'm blessed, I'm thankful, and I'm grateful to be able to have you on the show. And I look forward, very much so, to any opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, we will definitely have to have you on soon for our Lifestyles podcast. And thank you so much for having me on here today. I know it was a little different. I know it wasn't how it was supposed to go exactly, but knowing what your show is about, it gave me a chance to talk about things I don't get to talk about on a lot of other podcasts. So this was
That's
really
awesome.
interesting and great. And thank you.
And check out all the links down below. And if anybody out there would like to see me further my production, maybe upgrade my internet service so the maybe the webcam dropouts can stop. Continue hitting my support link in the description box below. And if anybody would like to be a guest on this wonderful thing called Hanging with the Dreamer, this wonderful world called Hanging with the Dreamer, then please email me at hangingwiththedreamer@gmail.com, or just look up The Dreamer's Life on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. Subscribe, smash that bell, support music, support creativity, support art, because after all, this is what all of this is truly all about.
And
If
I think that we're going to have to talk a little bit more about helping support you.
I'm looking forward to it, and I thank you so very kindly for hanging out and for being a light in my morning.
Well,
Please
thank you.
support First Angel Media Dreamers.
Thank you.
Please support please support Lady Jaye. Please support First Angel Media. Share First Angel Media. Go to firstangelmedia.com. I can't stress enough how important First Angel Media is to the world of social media,
Well,
to the
thank you.
world of production, to the world of art, to the world of the dreamer. And I can't express enough how important it is to support First Angel Media and
Thank you.
everything that First Angel Media is doing. because First Angel Media, I've said in my social media posts, and I'll say it again today in more social media posts. First Angel Media is the place to be, and First Angel Media is definitely over here, Dreamer approved.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Let's-
been a day, hasn't it?
I'm telling you, damn, it's so funny as hell. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And on that awesome note, this has been fun. This has been a total
It has
adventure.
been.
And
Yes.
I can't wait to do it again.
Same.
Lady Jaye, thank you so very much for blessing me and for blessing my life and my little corner in the universe, Dreamland Studios. Thank you so much, Lady Jaye. Support the Dreamers. Support the like page of Hangin with Dreamer. Smash that bell over on the Dreamer's Life on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Subscribe, support, befriend, tweet, Instagram, all of it. And don't forget, most of all, be good to each other and be kind to
Always.
each other. Because you know what? This world ain't going to get any easier. It's just going to get harder. So we need to be positive, patient, kind, inspirational, and pick each other up, man. Because you know what? Even the dreamer has bad days. We all have bad days, and we all need a little pat on the back, and we all need a hand up. And we all just need to know that, you know what? Somebody actually cares.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
I will be back 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today with Bad Trip from Texas. Thanks, everyone. Love each other and be kind.
Definitely. Bye.
Stay inspired. An all-new episode of Hanging with the Dreamer every Monday at 12 noon. Available wherever you stream.